Go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Story time.
Story Time with Cat and Melody.
Woo! Today we're going to be doing K is for Kwanzaa. It's by Jawanda G. Ford and Ken Wilson Max. A Kwanzaa alphabet book. It's a scholastic. Okay, we're going to try this setup, see if this works pretty good. Looks like everybody can see it okay. K is for Kwanzaa.
K is for Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa is a non-religious holiday that honors African American people and their heritage. Everyone can join in the Kwanzaa celebration, which lasts for 7 days from December 26th until January 1st. Kwanzaa was started in 1966 by Dr. Maulana Karinga, an African American teacher. He wanted to help African Americans learn about their African history, culture, and customs. Dr. Karinga took the name for the holiday from the Swahili word Kwanzaa, which means the first fruits of the harvest. The extra A was added so the name would have 7 letters to match the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. Melody, please be still. First harvest, when crops are gathered, is a time for great celebration in many regions of Africa. Like first harvest, Kwanzaa is an exciting and joyful occasion. Let's celebrate Kwanzaa from A to Z. The 7 Kwanzaa principles. The 7 principles of Kwanzaa are called Nguzo Saba. There's a different principle for each of the 7 days. The principles are used to guide us through the Kwanzaa celebration and to help us think about the meaning of Kwanzaa. Although these principles are studied during the holiday season, we can continue to practice them every day. All right. Umoja, unity. Umoja is celebrated on the first day of Kwanzaa. Unity means living together peacefully as a family and community. Kujichagulia means self-determination. Self-determination is deciding what we want and making goals for ourselves. This is practiced on the second day. Ujima is collective work and responsibility. Ujima is celebrated on the 3rd day. Ujima means working together as a community to solve problems and take care of our neighborhood. Ujama is cooperative economics. On the 4th day, Ujama is studied. This principle teaches the value of owning and operating your own businesses. Nia is purpose. Nia is studied on the 5th day. A good purpose is to try to be the best that we can be and to help make our community great too. Kuumba is creativity. Kuumba is celebrated on the 6th day. Kuumba means making or doing something in our own unique way. Imani means faith. On the 7th day of Kwanzaa, Imani is practiced. We can show faith by believing in ourselves as well as in other people. So A is for Africa. Africa is the 2nd largest continent. It has many countries. African Americans' ancestors came from Africa. Kwanzaa is a holiday that celebrates the rich heritage of Africa. B is for Bandera. The Bandera is the African American flag that is displayed during Kwanzaa. It has 3 colors. Black represents African American people. Red symbolizes their struggle, and green stands for a happy future. C is for candle. A candle is a solid piece of wax with a string or wick inside that is burned to make light. Kwanzaa candles are called Mashuma Saba. They are the same colors as the Bandera. D is for dashiki. A dashiki is a loose-fitting shirt worn by people throughout Africa. Many African Americans wear dashikis during Kwanzaa to represent African pride. E is for embe. Embe is a mango, a fruit that grows in many parts of Africa. Mangoes are a part of some Kwanzaa dishes or are eaten alone as a sweet treat. F is for feast. A feast is a large meal shared by many people. On the last day of Kwanzaa, family and friends get together for a feast called the Karamu. G is for gaili. A gaili is a long, narrow strip of cloth that African women and girls wear wrapped around their heads. Wearing a gaili shows pride in African heritage. H is for harvest. A harvest is a ripened crop of fruits and vegetables that is gathered at the end of the growing season. Many African villages celebrate and give thanks for their harvest each year. Kwanzaa comes from the African harvest celebration. I is for indigo. Indigo is a blue powder made from the indigo plant. In many areas of Africa, it is mixed with water and used to dye cloth. To celebrate Kwanzaa, we can dye pieces of cloth to honor this custom. J is for jewelry. Ornaments such as bracelets, rings, earrings, and necklaces are jewelry. Made from precious gems and metals or beads, shells, and string, beautiful jewelry is an important part of dressing in many African cultures. Making simple bracelets or necklaces as Kwanzaa gifts is a way to practice creativity. Kuumba. K is for Kwanzaa, also for Kinara. The kinara is the wooden candle holder that holds the 7 Kwanzaa candles. The black candle is placed in the middle, the red candles to the left, and the green ones to the right. The black candle is lit on the first night of Kwanzaa. On each of the following nights, one more candle is lit. First a red one, then a green one, then a red one, and so on. L is for lapa. A lapa is a broad piece of cloth that African women and girls wear wrapped around their bodies like a skirt. Lapas are popular African-style clothing worn at Kwanzaa time. M is for mkia. Mkia? I think I'm saying that right. It's a special mat that is set on the Kwanzaa table. The kinara and mazau, fruits and vegetables symbolizing the harvest, are placed on the mkia. N is for neighborhood. A neighborhood is a small part of the community that we live in. Kwanzaa teaches us to respect our neighborhood and to work together to make it a better place. O is for oware. Oware is an African game played with marbles or small stones. It is also called mancala. Playing games together is a fun way to show unity and cooperation during Kwanzaa. P is for plants. Plants grow in the earth from seeds. Some plants provide us with fruits and vegetables. After harvesting the crops in Africa, it is time to plant new seeds. At Kwanzaa time, plant a small garden, indoors or out, to welcome in the new year. Q is for quilt. A quilt is a bed cover stitched together from many small pieces of fabric. Create a Kwanzaa quilt with African fabrics and family items that have some special meaning. R is for raffia. Raffia is a fiber that comes from the leaves of certain African palm trees. Raffia is used to make masks or to weave baskets, bags, and mkeka mats. S is for a shakiri. A shakiri is a rhythm instrument made from a dry, hollow gourd that is strung with beads. It is played for African dances and ceremonies and at Kwanzaa celebrations. T is for tales. Tales are stories that can be true or make-believe. Reading or telling African tales such as Enazi stories is a popular Kwanzaa activity. U is for Ujama. Ujama, one of the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, means cooperative economics. At an Ujama market, we can buy African or African American products such as kente cloth, jewelry, and food. That looks super fun. V is for vibunzi. Vibunzi is another word for muhindi, which are the dried ears of corn placed on the makia. Corn is a very important Kwanzaa symbol. Corn represents children, who are the future of a family. W is for water. Water is a clear, natural liquid. It is a symbol of purity in many countries. During Kwanzaa, water is poured into the unity cup. The kikombe cha umoja, and everyone drinks a special toast to the ancestors.
Look at that baby.
X is for xylophone. A xylophone is a musical instrument with bars that are struck to make sounds. Some xylophones are made from wood. They are used in song and dance in some homes at Kwanzaa time.
Like that little baby doing right now.
And Y is for yams. Yams are vegetables similar to potatoes. They are an important part of the African diet. Yams and other vegetables are eaten at the Karamu feast. And Z is for zawadi, means gifts. Simple gifts exchanged at Kwanzaa should be educational, cultural, or related to family values. Handmade items such as cornhusk dolls, wooden cards, and quilts make special gifts. Books and games are great gifts too. That's the end of it. The end. That was K is for Kwanzaa, a Kwanzaa alphabet book. It was quite fun.
Yeah, that's fine. Remember what that...
All right, do you want to say bye to your people?
Bye, people, and we'll welcome you back next day.
All right, bye-bye.